Mark's on a wide open fast break layup. No one's around him, he's all by himself. Once he realizes, he starts to panic. He goes up for the layup and he misses. Bonquiqui on the other hand is playing free. He's handling the ball, shooting crazy shots. He's just scoring at will. It looks like Mark and Bonquiqui are playing a whole different game out there. But the truth is, they are. Many of us step on the court overthinking everything. Most of the time to the point we forget how to even play. We start overthinking how to handle the ball, how to shoot, and just start adding little tweaks to our jump shot that just cause us to miss. Overthinking shows itself in many ways. But the main question is, where does this even come from? Overthinking doesn't just pop up out of nowhere. It's built. It comes from fear, pressure, and stories that we just constantly tell ourselves. Most of the time we don't realize we're doing it because it's been wired in our brains for years. Think about it, when you were younger, hooping was just fun. You didn't care if you missed. You just shot it, ran, laughed, and just kept on going. But somewhere along the line, the game changed. Maybe it was when a coach started yelling at you when you messed up. Maybe it was when you missed a big shot in front of a crowd. Or maybe it was when you were scrolling through social media, seeing other players blowing up when you were still just trying to find your rhythm. That's where it all starts. Comparison, judgment, and fear of failure. You start playing not to fail instead of playing to win. You start chasing perfection instead of chasing your instincts. Overthinking is just your mind trying to control something that can only flow. It's like trying to force water in a straight line. It doesn't work. Basketball, like life, is all about rhythm. The moment you start thinking is the moment you fall out of rhythm. And here's the real truth. Overthinking isn't about not knowing what to do. You already know how to play. You've practiced, you've trained, you've hit that shot thousands of times before. The problem isn't skill, it's trust. Somewhere along the line, you stop trusting yourself. When you care too much about the outcome, about what the coach thinks, what people will say, and how much you score, your focus leaves the moment. That's when your body freezes and your mind spirals. So where does overthinking come from? It comes from fear, it comes from ego, and it comes from forgetting that you're enough as you are, that your preparation already made you ready. The next step is learning how to quiet that noise and how to let go of control and get back into the flow. The reason most players overthink isn't because they don't have the skill, it's because their mind's just too loud. All those thoughts saying, don't miss, the coach is watching, I can't mess up. That's the noise, and that noise is just fear talking. Fear makes your mind race. It makes you try to control everything. You start thinking about your form, your dribble, your shot, things that just should be automatic. That's how fear hides. It disguises itself as focus, when really it's just pulling you out of rhythm. But here's the truth, you'll never get rid of that noise completely. You just have to learn how to quiet it. You have to learn how to gain control inside the chaos. Next time you catch yourself overthinking, your mind just spiraling inside the game, take one slow, deep breath. Feel your feet hit the ground, feel the ball in your hands. That's how you come back to the moment. That one breath is taking control back from fear. The goal isn't to silence every thought, it's to stop listening to the wrong ones. The more you focus on what's right in front of you, the quieter the rest gets. What I'm basically trying to say is, you have to become one with fear. You have to stop trying to fight the fear and accept it. Those thoughts in your head will never stop running. They will always be there. The only way to get past this overthinking and this fear is to become one with the fear. When you master that, you stop being controlled by your mind and you control it. The noise fades, the game slows down, and everything starts to feel natural again. That's what it means to be truly locked in. Every great player has noise in their head. The greats just know how to find the calm in it. At the end of the day, everything comes down to one choice. You either stay strapped in your head or you learn how to control it. Most players never figure this out. They keep chasing confidence and overanalyzing mistakes, when the real problem isn't physical, it's all mental. It's just the noise in your head, the fear that's been running the show for way too long. But once you learn how to quiet that, everything changes. The game slows down, you move smoother, you trust yourself again. You start playing like the version of you that shows up in practice. The one that doesn't overthink, doesn't hesitate, just goes out there and hoops. That version of you is still in there. You just have to learn how to bring them out when it matters the most. And that's what this is really about. Gaining control of your mind so you can take control of the game. If you're ready to make that shift, to stop letting overthinking and fear run your life, in the link in the description, you can schedule a one-on-one coaching call with me. We'll build your mental framework from the ground up so you can finally perform with clarity, calmness, and confidence, no matter who's watching and how big the moment is. Click the link below to lock in your spot. It's time to stop fighting your thoughts and finally mastering them. Let's get your mind locked in and your game flowing like it was always meant to be.